Greetings of the day, dear students. I hope you are taking good care of yourself. Today, we'll be learning about the topic international trade. When we talk about international trade, it basically deals with the buying and selling of goods and services between different countries. The international trade can be any business transaction that occurs between two or more countries. It is basically because of exchange of goods and services between the countries. It means the export or import of goods and services. Export when goods and services are sold outside the country, and import is when goods and services are flowing into the country. International trade also supports world economy, where prices or demand and supply are affected by global event. The last point written over here is diversity of economic resources in different countries. When we talk about diversity, it means that there are differences in resources among various countries. These resources can be natural resources, man-made resources, technological resources, or any other economic resources. For example, India is rich in handicraft. So, mainly handicraft items are exported to other countries. And India imports petroleum and petroleum products from other countries. We already discussed about export trade and import trade. Next is entrepôt trade. This means when goods and services are being imported, or we can say re-exported with or without additional processing or repackaging. It is entrepôt trade. It mainly used to refer to duty-free ports with high volume or re-export trade. In this case, goods do not face any import and export duties upon shipment from the port. Or we can say, if goods are imported from one country with the purpose of re-exporting to another, there will be no duty charges. In this situation, trader becomes the consignee who imports, and also the trader is exported at the same moment of re-exporting it to the third party country. For example, if Indian company exports Indian company imports rubber from Thailand and export it to Japan, then it is called entrepôt trade for India. Now the question arises, why India has to come in between Thailand and Japan? Why doesn't Japan directly import rubber from Thailand? The reason of this is when India is in between Japan and Thailand, the large risk associated with the long distance travel is bifurcated. Next is drivers of international trade. The drivers of international trade are those causes or those forces which leads to international trade. As we have earlier discussed that because of the diversity of economic resources, international trade occurs. So these drivers take that form. These drivers can be cost driver, competition driver, market driver, or technology driver. We'll be discussing all these drivers separately in detail. First is cost driver. Cost driver can be in the form of export or import. Some companies require large capital investment in plant and machinery, and they have a strong incentive to spread the cost of these fixed costs over a large number of units. So for them, cost driver is because of export. Import and outsourcing. Some companies, in response to consumer demands, attempt to offer goods at lowest possible price, moving manufacturing overseas. So wherever they find the production is most cost effective, they move their manufacturing unit to that particular country. Next driver is competition driver. When companies follow their domestic competitors abroad to maintain their worldwide market share. One company from India moved abroad, so the Indian competitor company also moved abroad for worldwide market share. Next, companies retaliate against foreign competitors, entering their home market by going to these competitors' home market. When foreign company comes to India, the Indian companies also goes to that particular competitor's country. Next, companies counter a competitor's new product entry by offering a similar product often produced abroad. Next driver is driver of market. That means when worldwide uniformity among customers' taste and preferences occur, it leads to market driver. These days we are facing the same situation. Whatever the taste and preferences of a person living in US, we as Indian also are of the same taste and preferences, almost. So this creates uniformity, and which leads to international trade. Next is consumers have become increasingly knowledgeable about the products and willing to try new foreign alternatives. Next driver is driver of technology. Because of the diffusion of information, the technology plays a major role in international trade. Competition for product is worldwide. The internet allows people to trade with one another. So, this is how technology plays a role as driver of international trade. Thank you, class. I hope this lecture is beneficial for you.